when we did Boogie Nights, the scene where I'm kind of like completely high on coke, and the three boys are like, you know, on the sofa trying to do the deal, and we've got the young kid kind of lighting the firecrackers, just lighting them ad-lib, and he's just lighting them any old time. The way that Paul Thomas Anderson set that scene up is that he wanted the young actor who was playing the young kid lighting the firecrackers. Those firecrackers were full bore. They were like, you know, full capacity sort of explosion, which I think drove the sound department crazy. But the reason he wanted them like that, and he told that young actor, just light them whenever you want. Don't stick to cues, just do it whenever you want. Because what he wanted to create was a mood where, you know, the three of them, Thomas Jane and, you know, and Mark and John, you know, they were like on the sofa. They didn't know when it was coming. So every time they jumped in that scene, those wonderful moments when they're literally jumping out of their chair, out of the sofa, that was absolutely for real. They just didn't know when it was coming. But he didn't want me to react that way. So we plugged up my ears. One was completely plugged up, and the other one was plugged up with an earwig, so I could hear the dialogue. So what I heard when the young guy who was lighting the fire, what I heard was like a dull thud, like a. I didn't need to react. I didn't have to react to it. It didn't make me react, which created this weird atmosphere in the scene. You know, these loud noises, and I'm just kind of like floating through it on this kind of sea of like cocaine and drugs and alcohol. And there's a bit when I start moving out of the frame, when I stand up and I have to refer to the young boy, and I forgot my line. And I ad-libbed a line. And I just went, oh, that's Cosmo. He's Chinese. And then I kind of took my move. And at the time I thought, oh, shit, you know, we have to do that again, you know, load up all the firecrackers again. It's going to drive everyone nuts. And eventually, and Paul just kind of went, "That's great, he loved it." And that was that was my ad lib, and he kept it in the movie, and that was, you know, I was delighted by that. That kind of made me very happy.